So we left from booleans. So let's start. Basically, booleans are the data types. It's a last data type and it returns only two values, either true or false. Okay. So, just see the example. It is giving you like where x is equals to true or where y is equals to false. Basically, booleans we will use in relational operators. And what are relational operators where we can use this, we will see now. So, yeah. So basically, let's see relational operators. So these operators allow you to test the relation between two values, right? Like you can see here, like in example, you can see here what we are doing. We are checking 20 is greater than 10. If it is yes, then we will get true. So basically, what it is returning, it returns Boolean value, right? In relational operators, like in mathematics, we have this greater sign. In JavaScript, also we call this operator as a greater than operators. It allows you to check if one value is greater than the other. It returns true if the first value is greater than the second, and false if the second value is greater. Okay, like here 20 is greater than 10, so it returns true. 10 is greater than 20, no, so false. 10 is greater than 10, no, it's false. So basically 10 is not greater than 10, it's equal to, but here it is saying that 10 is greater than 10, so it is not true, so that's why it is returning false. So let's move forward. So next we have like the greater than and equal to operator. Like also check if the second value could be equal to the first value. See, we first we have what? Only greater than sign. But right now we can check two things. Like is it greater than or equal to? Right? It will check both the values. Like suppose we are saying 10 is greater than 10, so it returns false. But in the second condition, what we are giving the condition that is 10 greater than or equal to 10. So first one is wrong, but second one is right, is equals to the condition is right. So it is checking two condition, whether the both the values are greater or equal. So what we are getting, we are getting that yes, both the values are equal to each other. That's why we are getting true here. Okay, so now what we are in this example, what we are checking like both the values, is this value is greater than this value, which is false, right? No, but we have another operator as well, which is equals to. So now what we are doing, we are checking is 10 is equals to 10, like this value is equals to this value. So we are getting yes, true. Okay. I hope this much is clear to you guys. So now let's move forward. Now we have another operator which is lesser than and lesser than equal to. Like right, like if you want to, like firstly what we were doing, we were checking greater than, then we have checked greater than or equal to. Now we are checking lesser than operator. Like it allows you to check if one value is lesser than the other, it returns false if the first value is greater than the second, and true if the second value is greater. Just look at the examples. First one is 20 is less than 10. Basically, it is saying 10 is greater than 20, so which is false. It is just a simple mathematics. No, 20 is not less than 10, so it's giving false. Another term is 10 is less than 20, also it is giving true because it is true. 10 is less than 20. Then here in this example, it is saying 10 is less than 10, which is not true. It's false. Okay, because 10 is equals to 10. So, uh, let's check another one. Now what we have, we are checking two condition. First one is less than and the second one is equals to. I hope this much is clear to you guys. Okay, so like the lesser than equal to operator is means this also checks if the second value could be equal to the first value. So it will check this. So in this situation, it will check both the both the values, like both operators. First, it will check is it less than this value or this value is equals to this value. It will check both. So is it maybe I hope it's clear to you. Now let's move forward. Now we have lesser than, we have done with this. Okay, it's again repeating. Now we are checking equality. I will like tell you each operator in Replit as well, but right now focus on these terms to learn. Then we will do practically these things. Okay, now we are checking equality. So what is equality operator? Like let me give you one example for equality. Like this is a girl and this is also a girl. This is a geometry box and this is also a geometry box with the same same length and breadth, same everything, the area, the parameter, everything is same. So this is basically equality. So here as well, we are checking equality. How? We have these operators, double is equals to. Okay, where do we use these equality terms? You will get it soon. Now, if you don't get in today's session, you will get it in the upcoming sessions as well, when we will solve some uh, real life problems or some DSA problems. You will get to know. Okay, but right now focus here. So the equality operator, which is double is equals to, lets you test if two values are equal or not. It accepts two inputs of any type and outputs true if they are equal and false if they are not equal. Okay. See, 1 is equals to 1. Like so, it's true because both are the number and both are 1. Okay. The second one is 1 is equals to 2, which is obviously, it's obvious that's false. Now, another one is Masai, Masai. You can count the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is equals to Masai, Masai. 5 numbers, both M is capital, A is small, S is small, A is small, I is small in both the values. So what it is returning? It returns true. In the next example, we can see both, it's written Masai only, like here as well. But in here, it's a capital M and it's a small m. So what it returns? It returns false. Because because in this value m is capital and in this value m is small. So it will not return true, it will return false. I hope this much is clear to you. Okay, so let's move forward. Now we will check inequality operator. So how can we check inequality operator? We will use this exclamatory mark for that. The inequality operator, which is this, basically inequality and is equals to. It performs the opposite function of the equality operator. It accepts two inputs of any type and outputs false if they are equal. and true if they are not equal. It just works the opposite of the equality operator. Okay, like 1 is not is equals to 1, which is false. It returns false. 1 is not equal because it is equals to, like 1 is equals to 1, so that's why it returns false. And here we are asking that 1 is not is equals to 1, so it returns false because it's a false term. Now, in this case, it is saying 1 is not is equals to 2, which is true. So, in this case, it is saying Masai is not equals to Masai, which is false. Masai is not is equals to Masai. It's true because in this value, M is capital and this value M is small. So that's why it's true because it is saying that it should not be equal. Okay. In last slide, what we are looking, oh, sorry for that. In last slide, what you are looking for? You are checking the two equal values, right? You are checking is equals to. But in here, what you are checking not is equals to. So that's why here you will get true and in that side you will get false. Okay, I hope you got it, you understand that. You have understood. So similar to triple is equals to or this, we will check for type as well. What's the type of the values? What is type? Basically, is it number or string? Okay. So yeah, it is recommended to use triple is equals to and this when it comes to comparison operators. Okay, have you understood this? Basically, these all are comparison operators. What we are doing, we are we are doing comparison between the two values. So when we are comparing any when we are comparing two values, what we need to use, we should use triple is equals to or either triple is equals to or this non is equals to, right? When we compare two values, why these triple is equals to check for the type as well. Let me tell you with the like on Rapid. I'll tell you on Rapid. Okay, let's go there. So let me another. Yeah. So let's make another file which is problem 5.js. Sorry, 5. So now I am doing console.log 2. I'm checking this 2 is equals to, first check from greater than sign. Okay. Is 2 greater than 5 or not? Let's see what it returns to us. So for printing, what we do, node file name, which is problem5.js. What it is returning to us? False. I hope is it visible now. So it is returning false, which is a Boolean value. Now let's do it as 2. Let's see what it returns. Again, it is returning false. Why? Because 2 is not greater than 2. Basically, it's a is equals to. Let's keep is equals to here and now let's check it. So it returns true, right? So this is basic difference. Now let's do one thing. Let's do this. Let's see what it returns to us. Again, it is returning false because 2 is also not less than 2. It is if I put like this, 2 is less than or is equals to. So now it is returning true because 2 is equals to 2, right? Now let's check with not easy, not equals to. It is returning false because 2 is equals to, like 2 is equals to 2. Now let's do 5. Let's see what is return. It returning true. So I hope this much is clear to you guys. Okay. Now let's understand what is type basically. So like in mathematics, we call this digits, we call them number, like 5, 6, 7, 2, etc. etc. What we call these? We call them numbers. In JavaScript as well, we call these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We call them number. Okay, we call them number. For alphabet, like for English, what we do, what we call for alphabets, we call them like Masai, like any name, Amit, or name, or surname, any uh, English name or English word, we call it string. So basically, this is a type. Suppose I am like declaring a variable which is x, and I am giving the value is 5. So, what is the type of this variable? The type of this variable is number. You can see here as well. Let x, it is showing that number. So, if someone asks you what is the type of this, so we will get this is a number. We will, let's, I'll show you with the example. See, console.log type of, it is a command type of x. So let's see what it returns to us. Node, sorry, node problem 5.js. What we are checking? We are checking the type of this particular variable, right? Now, let's check. Now I am declaring y, and I am giving this. Basically, and now let's check what it returns. Console.log type of y. So what it returns to us? Number or string. So what comes in these like what we call them, arrows. Like in these arrows, it becomes a string. Suppose here I am writing 5. Okay, 5 is a number, but what I am doing right now, I am keeping this 5 in these arrows, in these, like what we call them. I don't remember the word. Like take it as a double arrow. Okay. So I am putting this 5, which is number, in these arrows. So let's see what it returns to us. Let's see. So it is returning string because I am putting this number in these arrows. So it becomes string. Okay. So anything which comes in these arrows, it becomes string. Okay. Basically string is what? String is basically English alphabetic, uh, what we can say, like it convert our number or any digit to in alphabets, in a simple word, in a simple English language. Okay, so we cannot add these. We cannot add a b c. We cannot add, we can write like a b c, but we cannot add them. But we can add 5 plus 5. We can add 5 plus 5, which is 10. But we cannot add A plus B. We cannot add this. We always like A, B, C, D. We will always write like this. Okay, so basically, what I'm trying to make you understand is the type. So if it, what we if we like check what is the type of this X? It is number. And what is the type of Y? Is string. So these are some different types. Like now if I am giving false here, okay, and now I check the type of Y, so it returns boolean. Let's check. See, boolean is also a type which we call as data type, okay, which we call a data type, because data type is data is this, the value of the particular variable is data, right? An empty box. I like, when I make you understand the variables, I gave you the example that uh, variables are like an empty bag, right? Let me tell you once again. Okay. Yeah. So this is an empty bag where we can add our, like, where we can put our data. We put, we in this box I am putting some data here, some pictures, and then what we will do, we assign the value, sorry, we assign the name of it. On that day we assign this particular box as name as pictures, right? On that day we assign that empty. So this empty box is variable which name, which we have, which we give the name as pictures. So basically this is X is variable and we are assigning the value to this variable is 5. So basically what it is data. What it's data. So it tells, like, if it is a number or is a string or boolean, if it is a number or is a string or either boolean. So data can store in three different forms, right? If it, from which we called its data type. So what is the data type of X? The data type of X is number, because it's 5 is number. In this example, Y is variable and false. Like in other languages, what we need to do is we have to declare the data type first. If you have like, if you have seen somewhere, so we do like, how we can do it? Like, let int, no, there not we let, we, what we do in those languages, there are some languages we do int x is equals to 5. We do like this. Basically, int is for integer. We declare the data type of the variable, but in JavaScript, this work has already done that. In the JavaScript language code, this work has already done. If we declare 5, then it understand by itself, by the backend code, that yes, this is a number. The data type of that variable is number. I have shown you in these examples, right? So, so basically we have three data types. One is number, second one is a string, and the third one is boolean. Okay, I hope this much is clear to you guys. I also told you that how can you check the type of the any variable. Okay, so for now let's see what is the use of the triple is equals to, which I have told you, right? So console dot log, basically double is equals to check the type of the variable. Okay, type of the values, sorry, not variable, type of the values. Console.log 2 is equals to triple is equals to 2. So what it returns to us, let's check. It is returning false. Suppose I am doing this. Okay, I'll take one console.log 2 is equals to 2, which is, sorry, this. So what it returns? It, in this example, it is returning true. And in this example, it is returning false. How? Double is equals to, just check both the values. Both are 2. Then it is returning true. But triple is equals to, also check the type of the values. Okay, it also checks the type of the values. So in this example, we can see we are getting the output as false. And the first example, we can see that we are getting the value as true. Okay, so I hope this much is clear to you guys. So now let's see what is the use of this not equals to. So basically, not is equals to is just the opposite of double is equals to and triple is equals to. First check not equals to with a not equals to. Okay. Again, it is returning false because what it checks. Okay, it may you confuse. Let me do one thing. Let's not do this. Let's keep it. Let's take another console. So this make you clear. This example will help you to clear all these things. Console.log 2 is equals to 2. Now you will get it. So what I am doing, I am keeping this as a comment and this also as a comment. Let's first check these two values, what we can get. True and false. Okay, so what it is giving, 2 is equals to 2. Okay, let's keep it as number only. Okay. Again, true and true. Okay, just give me yeah, now it's true and false. What it is returning to us, true and false. So basically this is true, which is 2 is equals to true. And it is asking, is 2 is not is equals to 2. So obviously it's false because both the values are equal. So it returns false, it returns true. No problem. Let's move forward. Here I told you it check for data, like it check for type as well. So what will I get? Let's make it comment. What will I get? So what, yeah, now sorry for that. So here I'm getting false because both the values are, why? Because both the values are not equal and the triple is equals to check for the check type as well. Like it 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 check like the values as well and the type of the values. Okay, so it checks both the things. Now let's move forward. Let's check these. It is saying, okay, it's done. Now here it is saying 2 is not equals to 2, which is basically false. Okay, now if I put this in the arrows, let's what happen. It is returning true because it is saying true, like it is checking the type, right? It is saying 2 is not is equals to 2. Why? And it is returning true because it these two double is equals to, and with this exclamatory mark, it checked the type of the values. It checked the values as well as the type of the values. Okay, I hope this much is clear to you guys. Let's do more practice and do some problems, just solve some problems so you will get it more. Okay, I'll meet you in the next session. Okay, for today, let's end it. Thank you so much and have a nice day.